Hey guys, I'm Tony McAfee with Mobile Cup of Joe. I just wanted to give a quick initial impressions of Windows Phone 8.1 today. I hadn't used it in a while and I just got a chance to use Microsoft Phone again recently, so just wanted to give you my thoughts. But before we do, be sure to grab that cup, fill it up, bring it over, sit on down, take a sip of your Mobile Cup of Joe. After being a longtime Android user, since the early, probably the second generation of Android phones that were released at all, the Samsung Behold 2, I hadn't used any Microsoft phones in quite a while. The last Microsoft phone I had was a T-Mobile Wing, before that the Dash, and before that was a Pocket PC that didn't even make phone calls or have Wi-Fi. Those Windows Mobile and Windows CE platforms were just so terrible that it put me off Windows Mobile, the whole idea of a Microsoft phone, for pretty much the entire time I've had Blackberries or Android phones. But I did get a chance, got in some review units from a company, some of their new Windows Mobile devices, so I have had a chance to play with Windows Phone 8.1, and my first reaction is when you turn it on and you go to the start menu, it is very, very beautiful. It's got a gorgeous display, it's got a gorgeous layout, everything kind of is very smooth and it just works, and the phones are relatively lower end and mid-range devices, and everything is still smooth and works, which is nice that Windows Mobile or Windows Phone 8.1 doesn't require a whole lot of horsepower to run smoothly. So everything does look nice. I found the tile layout of the start menu screen a little bit confusing coming from a regular icons on a desktop. That's just my opinion, but I do think all the tiles look a little bit too similar, and I'm sure if I spent any amount of time with it and got everything set up the way I wanted, it would be less confusing, but it just doesn't seem very intuitive the way that they laid it out. And it is neat that it feels kind of like a Windows 8 PC. It just has that general feeling to it, but I think they went the wrong direction. Instead of creating a whole new layout for touchscreen devices, I think they should have stuck more with making their original desktop design with the original start menu from Windows Vista and below, and the desktop with movable icons, just kind of modifying that to where it's more touch-centric, instead of adding a whole new Metro start screen, which is the same thing that they have in Windows RT and in Windows Phone 8 and 8.1. Now that being said, it is, like I said, it's very good looking layout. Everything seems to work really well on the lower end devices. But my main complaint with Windows Phone 8.1 is that there's not an app for that. On Android, on iPhone, on iPad and Android tablets, there's an app for pretty much everything you could possibly want to do. There's hundreds of thousands, if not millions, of apps in both of their respective app stores, and when I looked through the Windows App Store, there's just not much. It's so sparse. None of the games that I play regularly on my Android phones are available, except Angry Birds, which I stopped playing quite some time ago. But Angry Birds is about the only game that's available across all the platforms. And as far as apps I use on a daily basis, the YouVersion Bible app is the only app that I've found that has the same app from the same people on Windows Mobile as it does on Android and iPhone. So that kind of bothers me, because on a daily basis I need Google Hangouts, I need Gmail, I need all these apps from, some of these things can be substituted with the web browser, but I need Google Hangouts. I have to have Google Hangouts on my phone to function, to be able to communicate with my friends and with work people. So it's kind of preventing me from even delving in and doing a full review of the phone, because if I can't have Google Hangouts on the phone, I can't take it around and use it as my daily driver. So just to sum up, for my initial reaction for Windows Phone 8.1, it is beautiful, it is very nice looking, and it does work really well on somewhat low-end hardware. So it doesn't require a whole lot of horsepower to run well. I haven't had very many errors, so that's nice. But all in all, without the apps, the biggest con is those apps. Without those apps, I can't take the phone around and use it as my daily driver. So if you've never had a smartphone before and you have a Windows computer and you just want everything to sync perfectly, you already have that Windows account, Microsoft Phone, Windows Mobile 8.1 might be the phone for you, but I can't really recommend it to anyone, especially if you've had any kind of experience with a smartphone before, because you are going to miss out on those apps and the different games, and all your friends are going to say, oh yeah, check out this app. You just won't have access to it on Windows Phone. So that's my main thing. Pros are, it's good looking, it works on low-end hardware. Con, there's just no apps and there's no support for it. This has been my first impressions of Windows Phone 8.1. Guys, have a good day.